Hi everyone, Mike the MC, bringing another self-care video. The scorpions are back. Wow, what do I mean by that, with that kind of a theme? Well, just coming back into my room now, right, I just had to kill a scorpion. My mama even helped me. She was right there in the hallway with the spray bottle. So it goes to show, hey, everyone respect your mama sometimes. They may come through when you need them in interesting situation, but the point being, if you happen to not have anyone there, yeah, kill the scorpion. But if someone's already there to help you, why not take the help? But the point is, the scorpions are back, and it's a theme for this idea of abusers, oppressors, the jerks, the bullies, the people who have been there in your life. This is kind of for that idea of a theme. And so all of a sudden now, like a season, right? Now that it's summer, spring coming to an end, the summer, the moisture's back, the scorpions will be here and thriving as they would be with the other insects and bugs, right? But the point is, when the season's up and ripe, right, we have to be careful. You and I, to make sure we don't fall back into old oppressive states with abusers, with people who don't take us with a good intention. They take us for granted, and all of a sudden now we've given up all of our resources, all of our help, all of our attention, time for the other person, only to be backstabbed for something that wasn't even worth it anymore. And so the scorpions are back. Always keep that theme in your mind as far as protecting you and your family and getting out of horrible situations, right? You can relate this to many things. And for me, it's just thinking about, what can I do to share on this channel to help other people as far as being aware of kind of situations, themes, everything that comes to being. And so, right, when you can stay away from the manipulator, and if you survived from the manipulator, right, an abusive situation, toxic ones, right, domestic violence, I mean, helping people through all those situations from my work as a social worker, that background, you see so many terrible situations that are toxic, and people are just being abused for horrible reasons. And so with the lessons that I can share with you is to avoid the bruising, to avoid all the horrible things, right? I'll stop it right there as far as I'll go with my language. To get out of those terrible situations, set the boundary, and when you see the scorpions coming back into your life, run away, make a stand, set up a boundary, hide, right? You see them, react, right? And that's the thing. People say, oh, well, maybe you can forgive and let go. But hey, the scorpion still has a stinger. The stinger can bring back some horrible, terrible situations, memories, trauma, all horrible things that have happened to you in the past before. That stinger on the scorpion was there for a reason. In its nature, in its very construction, right? The way it was designed. So if you are not very careful, right, even the pinchers, they'll come to get you, because it's like, okay, pinch one way here, I give you my car. Pinch one way there, okay, yeah, you can take $1 million from me. Pinch one way here, okay, you can take my house. Okay, you put the pressure on me. Then all of a sudden, wham, here comes the sting from the tail. Boom. Okay, I'm paralyzed. Oh, now you're probably going to beat me up, and now it's just all over. And you see what I'm saying? The season of the scorpions is always around, but it always comes in different ways, different colors, different patterns. So when you see that people are trying to get into your space for no reason, all of a sudden you're like, whoa, where did that come from? Or all of a sudden you're being direct messaged, DM'd, and you're like, oh, okay, what do you want to talk about today, right? Ask a reason for. That's not always all bad. But the thing is, having your spidey sense, that sixth sense, that the scorpions are back, that should be a sign of protection for you. A warning. Don't give up on yourself and your value. And I think that is where you can start with your recovery, as far as staying away from the horrible people of the past. When you recognize you have value, don't throw yourself in terrible situations. Don't fall back into the terrible dating apps or whatever that would put you down. Break the old habits with new positive ones. Go for the hike. Go for a camping. Go for something different instead of seeking the love that can be abusive. When you break free and you're no longer in the pit of the scorpions just pinching, coming at you, you can get away from that. And you don't have to give up so much more to anybody that won't respect you. Free yourself. Recognize. See the signs. See the scorpion crawl. Dart. Run. Get away. And then when you have the poison right there to take them out, do it, right? In other words, set the boundary. Don't fall into the trap. Make sure that you keep that scorpion down and protect yourself from other people as well, from other things. And you have the power within you to do so. And so when you use your eyes, develop your senses, trust in them, right, to protect yourself, and you have that keen sense of danger, trust in that, and make sure that you don't get stung, and protect the people who are with you too. Because when we go walking about, even in the dark, right, now that it's the season of the scorpion, boom, you get hit in the foot. Where did that come from? Right. Have your glasses around. Have a light on, right? Be prepared for when they come around. So that way, when they direct message you, when they come out of the blue out of a restaurant, when they all of a sudden now message you or call you some way, like, whoa, okay, good thing Mike the MC said to put up my awareness now. I guess it's the time, because it is summertime. Everyone's out and about, but you should always be ready when you're in dangerous situations, when you experience change, because change puts us in different situations and environments that can lower our defenses even. So always be prepared. Have your defenses up. Do not let yourself be swayed to put them down. If you recognize there's danger, trust your instinct and get away, because if a leader is selfish to put you down, you're only going to go as far as that leader is going to allow you to go. So when you recognize that kind of Trojan horse even, to get away from that kind of a horrible situation, recognize it early and get away. And take the criticisms. Take the little blame, whatever it is, early on, because I guarantee that'll be much better than what'll come later on. So always be strong and strong-willed to leave a situation. And that is one of the best self-care tips I can tell you when you recognize that it's always the season of the scorpion. So prepare yourself, have your defenses up, and make your getaway and dart away when you see them coming around out of the shadows now. Things to consider. All right, everyone. I hope this one finds you well today. Beware that the scorpions are back, literally too, so don't get stung in the foot. Protect yourself. If you have to go check with some doctor or whatever, go do so. Right, get the right medicines to take care of all the rashes and all the other things too, now that the season's coming about with all the live insects and everything. But keep in mind, as a metaphor for you and me as people, that there are real scorpions in life. So avoid those terrible situations, trust your instinct, and protect yourself as much as you can. I know you got this. Be strong-willed, and you will be okay. Things to consider. All right, everyone. Hope this one finds you well today. Take care. Have a good one.